What is good, horror horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And in today's video, as you can tell by the title, this is another Horror Gamer Reviews. Now, before I get into this review, just know that your boy Horror Gamer's Reviews has spoilers in them all day, every day. So, if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out, come back, let me know in the comment section what you think. Whether you enjoyed the movie, whether you hated the movie, whether you agree with me or whether you think I'm full of shit. But anything beyond this point is on you. So, as you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be reviewing The Barn. So, where does your boy Horror Gamer begin with The Barn? Well, I will say this, while it wasn't a perfect movie, it was still a great movie, okay? This movie came out in 2016, and you can tell by the filming and by the acting that this was a low-budget film. But I really enjoyed the 8mm filming feel that it had. It had a gritty, it had just an old-school nostalgia feel behind the filming, which really amplified the movie for me, you know, because I love that 80s style of filming, you know, and the 8mm film reels, and like it just had that kind of feel to it, you know what I mean? You can tell that they weren't going for your typical 4K, you know, restoration or 4K 1080p or 60 frames per any of that. They weren't going for none of that. They were going for gritty. They were going for nostalgia, and I feel like they hit it with this. Now, in the same breath, there are parts where some of the acting feels like it was a little forced, but it didn't take nothing away from the movie. So basically, this movie is about this town who basically has a cursed. And when you knock on this barn 3 times and you say trick or treat, it brings back the boogeyman, the jack-o'-lantern, and the scarecrow. I forget how they called him in it, but it's like it's not more of a curse than it is like a ritual that they do. And in the beginning of the movie, you know, it follows these 2 kids at this church, and they're having this big like announcement about the Halloween hootenanny that they have in their town. It's one of them towns. And this little boy and this little girl go off to this barn. She knocks, you know, she says trick or treat, and then the boogeyman, which is like a miner, hits her on the top of the head with a damn pickaxe. And I'm like, what the hell? And then it gets into the opening credits. Let me tell you something. The music in this movie was amazing. Like the opening title theme alone, I was just like, hell yeah, yo, you know what I mean? That shit was awesome. And then after the opening title, it goes to this kid who, he's like a real, here's where I say it feels a little forced. Like, it was a little, like, this kid is so obsessed with Halloween, he makes his own rules and stuff. And you can tell in certain scenes, it just wasn't there for the actor. You know what I mean? Like I said, it didn't take away from anything, but it just felt like he was forcing his lines because he didn't feel the character. The story was really good. You know what I'm saying? About how he basically uses his own rules to defeat these monsters. But the one thing I loved about it most is it doesn't have your typical happy ending. That's what I loved about it. It was gritty. It was in your face. The gore effects were good. And all in all, you didn't have the whole, bright sunrise and everything is good. The flowers are blooming. The birds are chirping like the one in the background here. And you didn't have none of that. You had a gritty story, and you had a ending that wasn't what your normal horror movie endings with the good story ending it has. The ending was gritty as well. It followed the frame, and that's what made it so good. Like, this movie was entertaining. And when I say the gore effects were awesome, the gore effects were awesome. There's a scene, and there's a scene where they're in a cornfield, and an arm gets chopped off, and it's gritty, and it's really gritty. And there's also a impalement. It's gritty. I liked it. I loved it. Like I said, there's neck slicing. There's all kinds of innards coming outwards. It was a good movie. Like, it was fun. It was entertaining. It was what a Halloween movie should be. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was turn your brain off for an hour and 28 minutes, because I think that's what the runtime was. Like, an hour and 28 minutes. You turn your brain off and you just have a good time. Like I said, there was things here and there, but that's just nitpicking on my part. I'm not going to give out a whole bunch of stuff because I really want you guys to watch it, but I definitely recommend you check out The Barn. Now, for the final verdict, if I'd have to give it a score, I'm going to give The Barn a 7 out of 10. Because while it was entertaining and fun, there were still little bits and pieces of it that were just not there for me. But it was a very well made movie. I want to give a personal shout out to my boy Evil Stevel for recommending this. Bro, thank you for sending this movie my way, buddy. And if y'all haven't, go check out his channel. Definitely a good guy. Definitely some fun content. But yeah, man, thank you for sending this movie over. Hope you enjoyed the review. And as for everybody else, I hope y'all enjoyed the review too. Don't forget, this is H0rr0rr Appreciation Month, all of October. So get your submissions in on videos you want to see me do. I will do every submission I get. I will work on doing, even if it has to go into November. I will get all your requests in. Also, don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, we have until November 12th is the cutoff point for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which I'm giving away a Friday the 13th Scream Factory box set. So get your submissions in. You have to be a subscriber. And then I asked 6 questions. You can see the video in my history on how to enter and win. And also, your boy Horror Gamer has collabed and has gotten together with a bunch of other creators, and we created something that I feel is going to end up being an amazing thing. It's called the Z Network. So go in, check it out. Link will be in the description below. Go ahead. Like I said, I'm on there with a bunch of other creators, and it's just an awesome network where you can go. You can get your fix of everything. It's not just horror, but you know your boy Horror Gamer is going to be straight horror on there. But it's other things as well. You know, it's not just for horror. It's for all kind of creators. And go check it out. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with that dingly ding ding button. That way, every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these reviews, you're in the know. So, with all that being said, H0rr0rr, I love you guys. Thank you. Really hope you enjoyed the review. Evil Stevel, once again, brother. Thank you. Thank you for sending this movie my way. I had a good time with it. And with all that being said, guys, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, until next time, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.